for Alabama. That's a first down run from Mateer. Picks his way. Mateer, shifty, touchdown OU. He can beat you running in different ways. You saw the elusiveness there. Mateer takes a look. Touchdown! Isaiah Satania. Oklahoma rolling over the Tide right now. Pickup. Play clock down at 2-1. Simpson looking, finding. Brooks still fighting, diving for the end zone. Alabama, fourth down touchdown to get on the board.
Lazir Brooks, the true freshman. They're going to drop.
Only rushed 3, intercepted. They confused him. Xavier Brown headed the other way. Touchdown Tide. A pick 6 from the man who had one against Tennessee just before the half.
And then eventually getting the right call into the defense. People always want to change tempos on him.
Simpson this time has a clean pocket. Lost it toward the end zone. Brooks! Touchdown Alabama! Crimson Tide have the lead. A 30-yard strike.
Well, they never get a jam or reroute on him.
Mateer dancing around, delivers over the middle. It's caught. Off and running is Brooks. Touchdown Oklahoma, punches back. $37-yard strike. Bernard in motion. It's Hill. Banging forward, fighting, twisting, touchdown, Alabama.
What an incredible job by this offensive line.
5 plays on the drive, all of them carries by Fletcher for 75 yards. Undoubtedly, no, they're not going to give it again. They're going to give it to Tony. Tony scores a touchdown. What a call by Shannon Dawson.
Lacey's first touch straight up the middle and straight into the end zone. You cannot start better than that. And as the next offensive coordinator has familiarity with the program. There's the block and there's the score. Trinidad Chambliss just letting Lacey pave the way. Instead, he quickly gets it to Stribling, who goes into the end zone for a touchdown. The laser light show, and now this offense looking to add to the scoreboard. Logan Diggs trying to power ahead, and he does. Set him off, light it up. It's party time at the Grove. Chambliss going to scoot ahead, and he dives ahead for the touchdown.
That phenomenal leadership all season long in their locker room.
Have they ever? Think about the success that he has had. As this is the tight end Reed, as he strides inside the 10 and right into the end zone. Justin Reed with the touchdown. Good job staying in bounds.
4-man rush. He's well protected again. He's going to take a shot up the seam. In stride, Jabari Johnson. Touchdown.
Here you see Jamari Johnson, the transfer from Louisville, stretching out, breaking the plane. Getting Oregon right now, they're having their way.
Quarterback keeper. Moore to the pylon and in. Another Oregon touchdown.
It has paid dividends for him because, as you can tell, just by his body language and way in which he executes this offense, he's in control.
Pitch to De'Aaron Hill. Gets the edge. Stays in bounds. Touchdown. action for Dante Moore. Floats one to a one-on-one. Backing up McClellan. Did he haul it in? Yes! That's another Oregon touchdown.
Holding. Defense. Number 7. Resulting play is a touchdown.
Moore off play action. A deep shot to the end zone. Drops it right down the chimney to Malik Benson. Another Oregon touchdown. Wide open, button hook to the sideline. DeGennaro makes a man miss. He's trying to find the front right. Pylon makes a move into the end zone for a James Madison touchdown. Benson was a look team wide receiver when he first arrived. As Moore is going to take a shot. Guess who? Benson, touchdown. Right on cue. Blocked punt. And it's going to be a scoop and score. They've done it again. Barnett, this time all day to throw. Loops one, back left corner of the end zone. And a rolling catch, it looks like, is made for the touchdown. George Pettaway, the wheel route down the side.
As they've rotated more players in here, the mistakes have started to increase.
A little Philly special. Leaping into the end zone is Lakota Dupre. It looked like he might wanted to throw the football. Barnett, straight quarterback run. And he breaks the plane for the touchdown.
Third down and a yard. And back. Hits Fletcher out of the backfield. Touchdown, Miami. After the loss of 6, another pass play that's intercepted. Taking it back is Keontae Scott. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Miami. A 70-yard pick six. Jackson hit, falls forward with the ball and into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Saying over the middle. He's got Smith for a first down. Into the end zone, touchdown. There is a penalty flag, the first one of the night. They snap it with 1 on the play clock. Brown into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Davison into the end zone. 12-win team, Big 12 champions, come here to South Florida with such hope. As Davison will thicken up that box score.
Hey, you play the game until there's zeros on the clock. And this might also be Dan Land.
4th down stop. They're showing pressure. Here it comes. Mendoza has time. Blows end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Becker! Mendoza on fire early. The 21 yards. No more timeouts to work with. So they're looking to throw. And Mendoza flips it. Easy pitch and catch. There's Omar Cooper Jr. And Indiana stretches the lead before halftime. What a show by the Hoosiers in the first 30.
Yeah, man coverage. He just sees grass, he's taking it.
3rd and 1, looking to throw. Launching to the end zone. Surratt's out there. Touchdown Hoosiers. Pouring it on. "24-yard strike." 50-50 talent.
That's pretty good.
Black bursting free. Hoosiers punctuate an incredible performance. And we still got 14 minutes to go.
Just a matter of time until one of these backs hit that second level and accelerated through it. Ends up being Kalon Black.
Nothing like a pig roast. That was the week after they had beaten Oregon. So here's breaking free. Hemby has turned to find the end zone. Alabama being humiliated by this Indiana team.
Embarrassing.
Stockton after the pump fake. Inside the 5. Into the end zone for a touchdown. Lacey goes out. Georgia brings the blitz. Chambliss end zone. Touchdown. Luke Hess, a tight end. Now he punches it in for the touchdown. No after effects of that big hit. And he is all kinds of coach in a college football playoff, especially against Georgia and defensive minds like Kirby Smart. There's a fumble picked up by Dalen Everett. Touchdown, Georgia. Lacey and a running back. Deuce Alexander, the motion man. Lacey has the corner and a touchdown. Winner to the semifinal to take on Miami in the Fiesta Bowl. Kewan Lacey lunges for the goal line. Touchdown! I agree with you. 12 consecutive completions for Chambliss. Going for 13. He has it! And another touchdown! Harrison Wallace having the night of his life. Pressure up the middle. Picked up. Stocked into the end zone. And it is caught for a touchdown. Zachariah Branch.
2nd and 3 after the penalty. Lacey up the middle. Kewan Lacey's in the clear. It's a foot race. The Hurricanes cannot run him down. A lightning strike for Ole Miss. 73 yards. There's an offensive lineman in the backfield as a lead blocker. Reaching for the end zone is Marty Brown, and Miami goes back on top. Well in that game. Needs to be sharper tonight. Here's one of those 2nd downs and 6. Beck feeling some late pressure. Launching downfield. Wide open is Marion. Another bust. And Miami back on top. 52 yards. Comes in motion. You get it to him. Tony has space. Malachi Tony still running. Touchdown, Miami. Electric. Again, the Canes bring pressure. Chambliss delivers. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Daquan Wright. 3 receivers bunch to the left. Beck is looking that way. And still looking. Takes off running. Carson Beck with his legs. De'Aaron Hill Jr. is the running back. The quick pass is intercepted. It's going to be run in for an Indiana touchdown. D'Angelo Pons on the first play of the game. Two for 2 on 3rd down on the drive. A pocket again to the end zone. Touchdown! Jamari Johnson. He's at the left end of the offensive line. Mendoza, end zone, caught! Touchdown! Omar Cooper! Mendoza with Black, the running back. Black, straight ahead, touchdown! Kaylon Black! Cignetti brought him to James Madison in the portal, where he excelled. Now he's a Hoosier. Deep throw, Charlie Becker! Touchdown, Indiana! He's the running back. Mendoza, quick pass, touchdown! Elijah Surratt. And now 5 wide receivers on 3rd down and 5 for Mendoza. To the end zone, wide open receiver and a touchdown. E.J. Williams. Title game against the Hurricanes. Jay Harris, the running back, in the pistol. And down to the goal line. Touchdown.
back. Mendoza fires back line of the end zone. Touchdown. Elijah Surratt.
He marches to the beat of his own drum.
Kalon Black, big hole. Kalon Black, touchdown. Oh, and finally a smile. Harris, long exchange, and then Moore throws a touchdown. Roger Saliapaga, the sophomore tight end.
Black, once again, lined up behind Nowakowski. They hand it off to the fullback / tight end, and he powers in. Touchdown, Indiana. A dominant start here for the #1 team. Tony, a 5-yard gain anytime. Great job corralling number 10, not letting him get loose. Fletcher breaks free. Mark Fletcher in the foot race. Miami touchdown. And just like that, Miami's bell cow back changes around this championship game. So Dylan Joyce back on. Blocked! Indiana blocks the punt and falls on it for a touchdown! Isaiah Jones on the recovery. Get the field goal block team off to get some pass rushers back on there. Here we go. Got to get to the 8. He's going to take off and run. Mendoza weaves his way first and goal. Diving toward the end zone. Touchdown! That's where he won the Heisman Trophy.
What a call by Kurt Cignetti and the offensive coordinator, Mike Shanahan. Quarterback draw. He definitely breaks the plane, holds on to the football for a touchdown. What an individual.
He's got it on the pitch. Tony breaks free. Malachi Tony spinning, scoring. Is there a more exciting player in this sport?
In college football, one of the losingest teams.
And a bunch of experienced veteran guys are going to come out of here with the school's first national title.
I think it's got to be one of the greatest stories we've ever seen in college football. One of the losingest teams in college football history at the start of the year to now the national champions.
A century of futility is forgotten. The Indiana Hoosiers are the kings of college football.